Hey guys, now this is not something I would normally consider doing as it involves my personal life, and most YouTubers as a rule keep their personal lives and YouTube lives separate. But since I don't currently have anything weebish to hand at the moment, the next video will be part 2 of which Love Life girls would I sleep with once I finish season 2. I thought I would divert with this video and share something about myself. Give you all a little history lesson about timtam2400. This will, however, be incredibly boring to some people because I will mostly just be talking. Now, this was inspired by Captain Xavier, who I am subscribed to. A video that he does from time to time is Storytime with Captain Xavier, where he talks about mostly Nerf events that he has been to. So I'm doing Storytime with timtam2400, where I will tell you a story about one of my past events. The difference being he does them live and I don't do live videos because I suck at talking to a camera. Now this story I am calling My Accident because I will be telling you about the single most traumatic experience I have ever been through in my 32 years of existence. And that is the time I was hit by a car. It was near the end of 2008. I had been up to Auckland City for the day like I usually did. I live in Auckland, New Zealand, BT dubs, and was heading home. It was early evening with the sun going down. Not too far from where we were living is a public pool facility with a pedestrian crossing by the side. At the time, I had a very old-fashioned MP3 player. I don't think iPods were out at the time. And I was in the process of changing songs. Unfortunately, as I was doing this, I made the brilliant decision of stepping out onto the crossing while distracted. Now, I imagine most of you know the stories of people being hit by cars, or, heaven forbid, trains while distracted by their phones. Well, I joined their ranks that day. I stepped out without looking. At the same time, an oncoming driver was hit by sunstrike, so he didn't see me. So you can imagine what happened next. That incident landed me in hospital for a week and aged my parents about 10 years. I ended up with a cracked femur, contused arm, and cracked ribs, and I was pretty much out of commission for about 9 to 10 months. Fortunately, my injuries were not as severe as they could have been, as stated by my parents and some doctors. I'm about 6'2" in height, I don't smoke or do drugs, I'm not overweight, and I'm pretty active, so I actually came out of that better than I could have. Since then, I have tried to be far more alert when crossing the road. I haven't become like this. Just more eyes up, head swivel, because I really don't want to go through that again, and definitely don't want to put my parents through it again. And that's my story. Hopefully I wasn't too boring doing this. I know it's nothing like my normal content, but I decided to try something a bit different and share something about myself. So I hope you enjoyed it and learned something about this hopeless ass as a fanboy. And learned to be vigilant when crossing the road. This will probably be a one-time thing, as I don't really have any other stories to share, so normal content will resume after this. If any of you are interested in Nerf, however, I'll put a link to Captain Xavier's channel in the description box. He makes really good content. Other than that, stay chilled.